Okay, today I'm going to show you how to field strip a Ruger SR9C. I did a review on this gun, and you can check my other video out. Talked a little bit about the gun. Very nice gun. Conceal and carry, it's a little big, but you could get away with it in the winter. But anyway, so here's what we're going to do. First thing we're going to do, which I always do, is check to make sure that there's nothing in the chamber, which there is not. And also I want to point out something. If there was something in the chamber, this gun has a nice safety feature, which I talked about. This will come up and it will show red. However, I would not count that as, again, always treat a gun loaded proper, like it's loaded, whether this is up or not, and you'll have no problem. So I got my gun, and I checked that it's not loaded. And you should always also read your manufacturer's or the directions from the manufacturer too, in addition to watching this video, because you want to make sure you got everything covered. But anyway, we've checked the gun. That's one of the most important things. Next, we're going to eject the mag. Okay, we got our mag out. Mag's out. We'll go double check again. Nothing in there because I released the mag. I always want to double check. It can't hurt to double check. First thing we're going to do is we're going to open up the slide and then use our slide lock to hold that in place. Inside here, we're going to take a pencil or any other type of object, and we're going to push this down. This is called the ejector, and what happens is, you can see it here, I've just pulled it up, but when I push it down, it's a little notch there. It goes there, and right there it is, down now. You cannot do anything. The slide will not come off unless that step is done. Okay. After that, we are now ready to take out the pin, the takedown pin. And that's pretty simple. All we do here is, on this side, there's the takedown pin. Push it out, and it pops right out. You can see it coming out, and there's the takedown pin. Once the takedown pin is out, you got your ejector down. You can hold onto the slide, release that, hold on to it, don't let it pop out of there. I like to hold on to that. And now we've got our two pieces, our slide assembly and our frame. I'm going to put the frame aside a little bit. I would clean this out a little bit with some Q-tips, different things. Maybe put some oil on the spring there. Not too much oil, of course. I always use rim oil. But I would just clean this out. This was already clean, so I'm not going to do that right now. But there's that part. Next, we're going, after we've taken that out, we're going to remove the recoil spring. Now be very careful here, because you can push this back a little bit and this can fly out. So as you move this back and hold on to it, you want to watch any type of springs under a lot of tension there. So there we go. There's the recoil spring, and as you can see, I've got oil on that. I got that nice and oiled. And again, that's something you'd want to clean and put a little oil on that when you're done. So we got our takedown pin, recoil spring, frame, our mags over here. Now we're going to look inside here. Now we're looking in. As you can see, the barrel just fell out, and that's what's coming out next, is the barrel. So my barrel I would take out. You can see this is clean. You would take a brush to it, clean it, wipe it down with your whatever oil or gun cleaning chemical you use. And so now we've got our barrel. Okay, so we've got the recoil spring, barrel, takedown pin, and then our slide. Now at this point, this is a complete, fully field stripped Ruger SR9C. If you wanted to go further, you would have to get in here and clean out the pin and firing pin and all that. And I usually do that. I wipe away a lot of this. I've never taken this apart. It's not recommended in your manual. This would probably be a job that you could do if you wanted. There's a pin here. It looks like it flies out. But I would, at this point, you could wipe things down, oil things up, spray things in there, clean it out, wipe it down, and it's ready to go. So there's your part. Slide, your spring, takedown pin and barrel, and your frame, and now you're ready to put it all back together. Okay, now it's time to reassemble. We're going to take our slide, put our barrel in there, make sure it's all the way in the rearward locked position. Then we're going to take our spring like this and make sure it's seated in properly. There's actually a little ridge it will sit in. It's not all the way down. You will see the curve inside there that this spring sits in. Now that we've got that, we got to make sure our ejector is still down. Okay, and we're going to push the trigger forward and then make sure it's in the forward in the up position. It's fully forward, which this is. So my trigger's fully forward, the ejector is down. Okay, now at that point we can replace the slide on the frame. So you sort of line this up right here. You can see this. We're going to line it up. There's grooves for that, and everything comes straight back. Now you've got the slide on there. Okay. Now, what you've got to do now is pull this back in the lock position again, and you're going to sort of hold on, and you're going to put the takedown pin in, and it won't go in yet because you got to completely. Takedown pin will go in right there. Now it goes in that little slot there. When it's all the way back, there's a slot that fits perfect for that takedown pin. Okay. Once you've done that, okay, you can release the slide. Okay. We release our slide, allow it to move forward. We're going to put a mag in. Okay. And at that point, we can fire the trigger. Because this is one gun that you can dry fire as long as there's a mag in. I can fire it all I want. Okay? All I want. Dry fire. Okay? So just make sure that when you do that, you test that trigger, make sure it works, and you're good to go. That's about all there is to this gun. It's a very easy gun to field strip and take down. If you got a laser on it, I don't mess with that. There's a little. This is one other feature about this gun. There's a rails that you can attach a laser to, flashlight, little flashlight, something like that. So very nice gun, very easy to clean, easy to maintain, great shooter. Very few malfunctions, only at the beginning with the spring and the mag. But we'll recommend it to anyone. Good luck.